I almost hit 45 million on my auto run. 44887,636 would place me at rank 41 as I'm recording this, which I'm not sure if that will make top 100. We'll see, because the average score seems to be a bit higher than last week. Last week, it definitely would have made it. This week, we'll see. I'll check at the end of this week and we'll see how it goes. But the thing that changed for this rotation is that we need 4 heroes with no overlapping elements. Last time, we did Calric plus Achates plus Sirmia. That's 3 fire units. That's a no-go. We gotta drop those. And I also said Euphony was really good last rotation. She sucks now because Chenille is Earth, and he's definitely the most important part, so Euphony is unusable. So let's take a look at the new team. We've got Calric, Angelica, and Sage Vivian. Chenille isn't replaceable, he's just here. Calric is definitely the best debuffer, and then Angelica is going to be the best healer in my opinion, because we can't use Achates. And then for this slot, any ML unit works, really. If you're using a alternative debuffer, then there are some options to swap besides an ML unit. But okay, so basically you just have to watch the 4 element thing, and let's just look at the alternatives, and we can talk about the elements later. So first up, the best debuffer is Calric, because he has the thing where he does S2 into S3. So since he uses his AoE silence skill second turn, you can just make him really slow and everyone else fast enough where Calric won't S3 until after DDR uses S2. And this is 100% consistent for the first phase. Past that, his S3 cooldown is a little bit too long, and you have to use Etika Scepter or a Candlestick, and rely on RNG procs with the specific right amount of RNG procs, since you can't control when he uses S3 if he gets it up a little bit too early. That's past the first phase for clearing phase 2 and phase 3. If you're just clearing phase 1, it'll be 100% consistent with Calric. Though the problem is the cutoff was really high last week for top 5%. Probably just because Chenille's that good and that easy to use, I guess. So if you're just clearing phase 1, you might only make top 10%, which is still good enough for most people, I would say. And then the alternatives for this slot are a little bit rough, because Cecilia and F10A both have that issue where they S3 immediately, so you'd have to make them really, really fast in order to cycle more turns, and also give them a cooldown reduction artifact, either Etika Scepter or Prophetic Candlestick, and hope that it procs the right amount of times, so that they will use their AoE provoke after DDR uses S2, and not have the ads take a turn without that debuff on them. So that's RNG to even clear the first phase. Another alternative would be Angel of Light Angelica. Because she has non-attack skills, you could use Spirit's Breath on her, which isn't consistent until you max limit break it. But if you do have a max limit broken, that's a decent option. Depending on... because the issue with AOL is that since it's a non-attack skill, she won't give them an extra turn, but they will have the silence on them, so once they take their turn naturally, they will kill themselves. So then also Emalua would also work in that slot. But the issue with Emalua is she can't access the cooldown reduction artifacts besides Prophetic Candlestick, while AOL can use Spirit's Breath. So her AOL's gear is going to be a bit different than everyone else's. So I would say, or her speed tuning is going to be different just because she works so much differently. So I'm not sure how well she would work. You'd have to kind of figure that out. So I'd say the best debuffer is going to be Calric, followed by AOL, and then F10A Cecilia, and then Emalua. So for the DPS, it depends on which debuffer you're using, of course. You just want to make sure that your DPS element isn't matching your debuffer element. And I think even if you're not using Calric, you want to avoid using a fire unit, just because your healer slot is going to be either Angelica or Achates to have enough sustain. So you're still kind of limited to MLs, either light or dark. Any unit really with high attack would work, especially ideally somebody who can stack or has an attack stacking passive. Like Sage Vivian has the attack stacking on her S1. ML Bologna has it on her S2. Stuff like that would work good. Don't use Spectre Tenebria because she'll just make DDR S1 everybody else. We tried doing that, doesn't work. And then for your healer, like I said, if it's not Angelica, it's Achates. So first, let's take a look at Schneel stats. Schneel, fast DPS, you want him really fast, just so that Cowric doesn't move before DDR does, because every time Schneel moves, DDR, well, anytime anybody moves, DDR will push up 10%. So you want Schneel to cut Cowric enough where DDR pushes ahead of Cowric. And I went crit set instead of torrent just for the extra stats, because it's pretty hard to hit 100% crit chance with decent damage stats when you're this fast. POS for the artifact, just because it gives us the most damage. And I also forgot this gives crit chance, so I could have dropped a little bit lower in crit chance, but it's fine. Next up is Cowric. Cowric, base speed is the most important part. Once you've hit base speed, you can invest into damage. And then his artifact of choice, because I was trying to clear phase 2, which I ended up clearing phase 3 too, but Edika's is what allows us to do that. If you don't have a plus 30 Edika's, Prophetic Candlestick is also a good choice. And let's talk a little bit about the RNG behind this, the cooldown reduction parts. So like I mentioned for Cowric, his phase 1's 100% consistent. It's good enough for top 10%. Past that, to hit top 5%, because the cutoff was so high last week, you'll probably need to rely on this RNG a bit. So Etika Scepter has a 50% chance to decrease skill cooldown by 1 at the beginning of the turn. Prophetic Candlestick is a 40% chance to decrease when attacked, and you'll get attacked 4 times. For Etika's, you'll take 3 turns, so it's 3 50% versus 4 40%. And the issue with these artifacts is that you want to not proc it more than once, otherwise he'll S3 too early, and that'll get you killed anyways. And especially with Cowric, his S2 gives him speed buff. So even if you proc it, Etika's has a specific condition rather, where you can proc Etika's and get your S3 or S2 back 1 turn early while still having S3 on the right turn. But the problem is because he gives himself speed buff, that 1 extra turn of speed buff is probably going to push him a little bit too fast ahead of everybody else, and he's going to S3 too early anyways before DDR S2s. So you need to proc the exact right amount of times. His turn order is going to be S2, S3, S1, S2, S3, and you want to proc Etika's either on that S1 or S2 turn in order for him to have his S3 up, or he can proc it on that S3 turn as well, because he procs, or Etika's procs at the beginning of the turn, so you can proc it and then his S3 will come up. So you have 3 chances to proc Etika's, and Candlestick will be a similar thing. And then DPS slot is just stack a bunch of attack. Yeah. And now we can look at the healer. So Angelica, I just made her decently fast with a bunch of HP Rod of Amaryllis so that she heals 1 extra person when she uses S2. And for her S3, I gave her the extra healing on her S3, though I don't actually know if this was necessary, but any healing helps. And now you can take a look at the run. Like I mentioned, this run was pretty heavy RNG because I got perfect Etika's RNG, and that got me all the way through the 3 phases. So that's probably not going to happen to you. I'd expect most people tap out just for the top 10%, and some might go for top 5%. I wouldn't necessarily expect it to hit top 100. My attack set gear is not great, so if you have better attack set gear, you could definitely auto top 100. But have a look at the run.
자욱한 죽음의 연무가 드디어 마음에 들기.
힘내서 가볼까? 왕자가 가능하나? 와서 앉아보라고. 복수가 뭔지 보여줘.
불쌍한 것들.
슬슬 돌아가야겠어. 서류 작업이 밀려.
치료가 맞아.
영광으로 하려고. 왕의 이름으로 명하노니 문은 꺼나가. 왕자가 끝나나? 와서 앉아보라고. 슬슬 돌아가야겠어. 서류 작업이 밀려. 왕자가 끝나나? 와서 앉아보라고. 왕의 이름으로 명하노니 문은 꺼나가.
모든 게 끝났을 때 무슨 광경이 날 기다릴까?
끝나고 후식할까? 슬슬 돌아가야겠어. 서류 작업이 밀려.
여신께서 인도한답니다. 빛이 생명이요.
죽음의 시간. 왕자가 끝나나? 와서 앉아보라고.
걱정할 것 없어.
힘내서 가볼까? 왕의 이름으로 명하노니 문은 꺼나가. 슬슬 돌아가야겠어. 서류 작업이 밀려.
불쌍한 것들.
왕자가 끝나나? 와서 앉아보라고. 왕의 이름으로 명하노니 문은 꺼나가. 슬슬 돌아가야겠어. 서류 작업이 밀려.
고통은 없을 거야. 효과는 내가 보증하거든.
끝나고 후식할까?
신성한 이름으로 기도하나니.
왕자가 끝나나? 와서 앉아보라고.
하오나.
진짜 공통을 나타나게 해주지. 슬슬 돌아가야겠어. 서류 작업이 밀려.
치료가 맞아.
영광으로 하려고. 왕의 이름으로 명하노니 문은 꺼나가.
불쌍한 것들.
왕자가 끝나나? 와서 앉아보라고. 슬슬 돌아가야겠어. 서류 작업이 밀려. 왕자가 생각나나? 와서 앉아보라고.
여신께서 인도한답니다.
왕의 이름으로 명하노니 문은 꺼나가.
이제 시작일 뿐이다.
슬슬 돌아가야겠어. 서류 작업이 밀려.
모든 게 끝났을 때 무슨 관계는 날 기다릴까?
So that's it for the top 5% initially, but maybe top 100 run? It's definitely funny that I got such a good RNG run going, and hopefully it does make the cutoff. I'll make sure to check at the end of the week, and we'll see how it goes, but hopefully this helps anybody who is trying to auto for this week, and the cutoff was definitely high for top 5% last week, so good luck to anybody trying.